Willy Walsh, IATA's Director General, continues to pound away on global travel restrictions. The previous chairman of British Airways states that they can find no correlation between travel restrictions and a reduction in virus cases. As countries opened up domestic travel, airline traffic quickly recovered. At the end of 2021, U.S. domestic travel was down just 10%, Brazil was down just 2%, and Russia up over 20%. That's a sharp contrast with international travel. Continued testing and quarantine restrictions, even of the vaccinated, prevent any semblance of a recovery. Asia Pacific has been the hardest hit, with international passengers down over 90%. That's a huge economic hit to travel and tourism in the region. Let's take a listen as IATA lays out the case for why international travel restrictions should be lifted.
The international markets, you can see they're actually recovering towards the end of the year in most markets, with the exception of the Asia Pacific region, which has continued to lag significantly behind the rest of the world. And that's solely down to the travel restrictions that exist in that part of the world. In fact, I was just looking before we went online. In 2019, the international travel within Asia, within that region, represented 13.3% of international travel. Second biggest market after the within Europe market. So in 2019, it was 13.3% of the market. In 2021, it was 1.5%. And indeed, even more staggering, the seat factor in 2019 was 80%. In 2021, it was 26%. So it just shows actually the total collapse of international travel in that region. And that's, I would say, solely down to the restrictions on international travel that have been imposed by governments. The simple message here is we can't find any correlation between the introduction of these restrictions and suppression of the virus. In fact, if you look at, we'll say the end of 2020, December 2020, when a lot of restrictions were in place, you could see cases increasing and then decreasing and then increasing again, despite no changes to government policy. So as we've said on many occasions, these restrictions on international travel do very little, very, very little to suppress the transmission of the virus. And going to the next slide, I think you can see that the virus, as we've talked about, despite widespread transmission, these are UK figures, but it's typical of what most countries around the world are seeing. Huge spike in cases, but not seeing the same corresponding increase in hospitalization that we witnessed during previous spikes.